Hi students, good morning. You may remember we have started the lesson yesterday. The name of the lesson is climate. Yes, here I have book of our this SST. The second lesson is the climate. Even we have done with this warm up, and in this lesson and we have seen this definition of weather. Yes, weather is the daily state of the atmosphere or air in a particular place. This definition we have seen yesterday. Even we have done with the climate. Let's revise what is the climate. Climate is the average weather condition of a place over a long period of time. That is the definition of climate. These two definition you have to learn it properly. So if the exam question will become at exam, you have to be very careful and you have to be ready for writing the answers. Now we are going to go with the second point. That let's see which we have learned the second point. Even we have learned with the answer. Okay, now see, here are the quick check. We have seen these three quick check. First one question is what is weather. Second is what is climate. Third is what kind of food do people living in cold countries eat to keep them warm. These three questions we have seen, and I hope you may have written the answer of these questions. Those students they have not written, please write it down and send it in the group, otherwise on my personal number. Now we are going to know the factors influencing climate. What do you mean by this influence, students? Influence means having something effect. Okay, so there are in the environment so many factors which effect on the climate. Yes, now which factor are those we will see. Yes, are you agree with this sentence that there may be some factors which are affecting on the climate? Yes, there are. Because in no we can see the examples also day to day life, the uh, days changes and we have seasons. Yes, why these seasons occur that you may have learned in the previous standards. Yes, because of this influence, because of these factors, this the seasons get changes. Now, the distance of the place from the equator, that is also one kind of factor that influence on the climate. Due to the shape of the earth, the equator is closer to sun for most part of year, and hence the rays of the sun fall perpendicularly or vertically in this region. Now, the definition of this they have given. Here you can see the sun. Okay, the sun's rays are falling on the earth. Yes, and here is the equator. Yes, because of the equator we have learned the earth's divide on the two parts. So this equator is closer to sun. Yes, can you see? You can see it here. And for that the most part of the year, and hence the rays of the sun fall on perpendicularly or vertically in this region. So these rays are falling on this region. Do you get the student this what I want to say? Yes, that they have given here with to make them understand by giving this figure. Now let's see what is they have given next. This is why the areas located between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer in northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn in southern hemisphere are hottest in the world. This is very important sentence they have given students. Now we have learned these rays of the sun, they are falling on this equator, but what causes, we are going to know this here. See, this is why they have given here. This is why the area, this is why, okay, the area located between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer. See, this Tropic of Cancer we have learned, the equator we have learned in the northern hemisphere. Where are those students? Those are in the equator and Tropic of Cancer, which come under northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn, the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. yes, are the hottest in the world. Yes. Why are they hottest? Yes, why are they hottest? Because the rays of the sun falling on them directly and they are closer to sun. By because of that they are hotter. Which are the places they have given which are the hottest in the world? See, this is the equator and Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn which is in the southern hemisphere. These are hottest in the world. They are known as tropics or torrid zones and have a tropical climate. Because of the hotness, because they are hottest, so they are known as tropics or torrid zone. Tropic means it is too much hot, hottest we can say. So this they have given. Because of this hotness of the sun rays follows directly vertically on the earth, on the equator and the no, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So these are very hot, so they are called the tropics or torrid zones. Now let's understand more about it. See, these things we have learned. Students, I hope you may have understand why this call is tropics and torrid zones they have given here. Because this is the sun. Okay, sun we can write here. You can see even. This is the sun and these are the rays. Which rays are follows directly on the earth. This is the earth and the equator they have given. Yes, this follow directly getting the hotness, so it's become very much hot. And so in this area these things come. Equator is here, you can see. Tropic of Cancer is also located here. Northern hemisphere is also located here. Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere, that is also here. So this become too much hot. Even little bit light also you can see on this earth, okay, on this globe, on this figure. Because of that they are known as tropic of torrid zones, and this area all is called the tropics or torrid zone. Now let's see the further. hmm. As we move away from the equator in both hemisphere, the rays of the sun become slanted. Now see, you all know that there is no axis is there, and because of this axis the earth is able to move. This now they are telling, as we move away from the equator in both the hemisphere, this is the equator. If you start away to move from this both the equator, the rays of the sun become slanted. Obviously, yes, when we are moving the rays are become slanted. Yes, and hence the zone between the tropic and the poles experience a mild climate. Now here, when the when some part is coming directly near to the sun, it is too hot. If it tilted, if it slanted little bit, if starts to move, obviously the hotness of the sun it will be decrease. Yes, and because of the decrease, when the climate, when the rays are decreasing, the climate is getting mild, means it is not too hot or not too cold. Why is it so? Because the earth, movement of the earth. Yes, here we can know easy example we can take. When there is summer we feel very hot. Why is it so? Because we are directly, the place we are living, it's directly connected with the it's face to face with the sun. In easy language we can say, when the earth little bit move, then the rainy season start. In the rainy season we don't feel hot, we feel little bit cold, and the rain starts. Yes, why is it so? Because of the movement of earth. Yes, and in that time we don't feel very much hot, we feel little bit cold. And so they are telling here, because of the movement of the, when the equator moves of the both side, the climate get changed. Okay, now they are telling here, The poles its experience mild climate. Here I have explained you what is mild climate. Mild climate means neither too hot or nor too cold. These regions are known as the temperate zone. What do you mean by temperate? It's not too hot or not too cold. Here tropics and torrid zones. What we have learned, tropic and torrid zones are too hot, not able to bear. These are the too hot. And temperate zone, it's little bit hot and little bit cold. Yes, do you understand student? This point, 2 points we have learned in this video. Now let's go further. See here on this page, as we move further towards the pole, the sun's rays strike that earth is at much greater slant. Now see, when we move, no, when the earth or the poles move towards the rains coming little bit, means no, what we can say, it's not too hot, it's getting little bit cold, it greater slants. Now as a result, the polar region in both hemisphere receive far less light and heat from the sun. Okay, just only I have explained, the rays from the sun are not reaching directly, they are no light, mm, in small amount of, you can say, it's receiving less light from the less heat from the sun. The region between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, and between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole, are known as the frigid zone. Okay, they are experience a very cold climate. Yes, see, when it is facing this very cold climate, that time earth is totally opposite side of the sun. The equator, the poles, it has been moved totally opposite side of the sun. When it is facing the sun, it's too hot. When it is little bit tilted, it is in the temperate zone. And it is completely moved, then it's come under frigid zones. Frigid zone means it totally cold. See here they have given here, they experience very cold. Which no, what we can say, which parts are coming in this frigid zone? See, in this polar region in both hemisphere, they receive far less light from the sun and less heat from the sun. The reason between the Arctic Circle, this that is also receive less sunlight. North Pole, between the Arctic Circle and South Pole, are known as the frigid zone. Yes, means very cold. Thus, how hot or cold places will depend upon its distance from the equator. How we can say this? Because the distance upon, no, it's depend on the equator. Yes, if the equator is too close to the sun, then it's too hot. When it is coming little bit moment, then it's become little bit cold, in medium temperate we can say. And when it is completely moved, it's come uh, cold. This why? Because the climate get changed because of some physical features, some physical factors. The greater distance is, the milder is in the climate. Now here one figure is given for you to understand students. Now see, this figure is here. See here, by looking this, before we will understand this torrid zone. Torrid zone we have seen, torrid zones means is too hot. These two parts, they are come under torrid zone. Temperate zone, it say it is in the green color, this is the temperate zone. And frigid zone, it's come under blue color they have given. Yes, to make you understand, we have learned this frigid zones, they are too cold. Antarctica is there in the too cold. Yes, in the both side. and this is prime meridian. We can understand, we have learned it before. This in the green color means temperate zone. Which are the things come under temperate zone? North America, Europe, Asia. This yes, Arctic circle is there, Tropic of Cancer is there, Australia is there, Antarctic circle is there. These two things come under temperate zone. Now the torrid zone, which are the things come? South Africa, Africa, equator, Tropic of Capricorn. These are the things come under torrid zone. Yes students, I may have means I hope that you may have understood this. In the next period also we will little bit revise. Now I will give you homework for you. Thank you.